Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Chris Thayer. I'm the United States Attorney here in the Eastern District of Arkansas. With me today is Val Parlave, Special Agent in charge, Little Rock Field Office, Bill Bryant with the DEA, let's see, Grover Glenn Percival with the IRS, Colonel J.R. Howard with the Arkansas State Police. I would also like to say a couple of thank yous on the front end to some people very important people in this investigation who are not here today. Grover Crossland, the resident agent in charge, Little Rock Field Office, Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. Stuart Thomas, Little Rock Chief, Little Rock Police Department. Colonel Hatley with the Arkansas National Guard. United States Marshal Chip Massinelli and all the United States Marshal Service, and the West Memphis Police Department. And we are here today to talk about Operation Delta Blues. But before I talk about some of the mechanics of that operation, I want to tell you all a story. I grew up most of my life in eastern Arkansas, and I can tell you all that at least for all of my adult life, I have heard anecdotal stories about violent crime, rampant drug abuse, and public corruption in the Arkansas Delta in general, and in particularly in Phillips and Lee counties. Now, like most of the people who do not live here or do not work here or commute here in these places on a daily basis, frankly, most of the time I shook my head. Most of the time I thought, that doesn't happen. Surely that is not the case. Surely police officers are not protecting drug dealers and others. Surely that is not happening. A little over a month ago, Mayor Arnell Willis brought a delegation from the city and came to my office. I see Mayor Willis in the crowd today. At that time, the mayor had no idea that Operation Delta Blues was well underway and that the first wave of indictments was imminent. The mayor and his delegation told us all kinds of stories about things that were going on in Helena, West Helena. But really, what I think the mayor wanted to tell us most was not what was going on. The reason for his visit to my office and the reason for the delegation's visit to my office, I believe, was to ask for help. They were there because they needed help. They were asking the federal government to get engaged. They were asking the federal government to come to Helena, West Helena and help the truly good citizens of this community clean out the drug dealers and corrupt local officials. Mayor Willis used the term, quote, culture of corruption, unquote. Those were the words he used. Today, I say that we are here, and we are here to stay. What Mayor Willis also told us was that without intervention by the federal government, this culture of corruption would escalate and grow even bigger. Well, Mayor, today I can tell you what I couldn't tell you a month ago, and that is the federal government's here, and the federal government is here to stay. This part of Arkansas in general, and this community in particular, are wonderful, wonderful places filled with great people. It is truly a vital cog in the revitalization of the Mississippi River Delta. But for far too long, a small minority of individuals have taken over this community. What was once an idyllic garden has sprouted weeds. And up until today, no one was willing or able to eradicate those weeds. I tell you all that from this day forward, at least as long as I am United States Attorney, the entire weight of my office in particular, and the entire weight of the federal government in general, along with our state partners like Governor Beebe, Colonel Howard, and the Arkansas State Police, are here in Helena, West Helena. We are here in Lee County. We are here in all of the Arkansas Delta, and we are here to stay until each and every one of those weeds are pulled up by the roots. Now with that, I want to tell you some of the specifics about Operation Delta Blues. What became Operation Delta Blues began nearly 2 years ago. A federal grand jury sitting in Little Rock handed down the first phase of indictments in Operation Delta Blues last week. In this first phase, 70 individuals have been named in 7 different indictments handed down by the grand jury. This morning, approximately 800 federal and state law enforcement personnel have effectuated the arrest of 51 of those 70 individuals. Currently, 14 of them remain fugitives and 5 are already in custody. The fugitives that remain, their photographs will be posted on the FBI.gov website as soon as they are available. Now, just a few minutes ago, in Little Rock, in the United States District Court, the 7 indictments that I spoke of and the affidavits for many of the search warrants, as part of this investigation, were unsealed. The indictments, along with those attachments, will be available to everyone by merely going to my website. That is www.justice.gov/USAO/ARE. And we have that available for everyone to write down if you didn't get it. The search warrants and things of that nature will be, they are unsealed. We are currently in the process of redacting personally identifiable information. According to law, that will be available on the PACER website, the court's website, as soon as it's available. The 7 indictments are as follows. United States versus Trice and others contains 39 defendants. That indictment has been assigned to Judge Holmes. The top count of that indictment is conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute or distribute controlled substances. All 39 defendants in that indictment are charged with that top count. There are various other charges on various other individuals, ranging from using a phone in the furtherance of a drug conspiracy, commonly called a phone count, to felon in possession of firearms, maintaining drug houses, possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug felony, and maybe most importantly, drug trafficking or possession with the intent to distribute drugs within 1,000 feet of a school right here in Helena, West Helena, Eliza Miller Junior High School. The second indictment is United States versus Colbert and others, contains 8 defendants. It's been assigned to Judge Moody. Again, the top count is conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance. 7 of the 8 individuals are charged in that indictment. Various other charges are contained in that indictment, including misprision of a felony and phone counts. The third, United States versus Turner and others, contains 13 defendants. That indictment has been assigned to Judge Moody. Again, top count, conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute controlled substance. All 13 defendants charged in the top count. Various other charges in there, including phone counts and possession with intent to distribute. Fourth indictment, United States versus Hughes and others, contains 6 defendants, has been assigned to Judge Holmes for consideration. Again, top count is conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute a controlled substance. 5 of the 6 defendants are charged in the top count. Various other charges, including misprision of a felony and possession with intent to deliver, are also charged in that indictment.
We won't get it wrong.
Ulyss Wallace, U-L-E-S-S, Wallace, A-L-L-A-C-E.
Okay, and your title as well?
Chief of Police here in Helena, West Helena.
How long have you been chief?
I've been chief since September 1st.
Okay. I guess just tell me a little bit about what happened today.
I received a call in the wee hours of the morning, advising me there was going to be operations conducted throughout my city. At that time, could I meet with the agents and the state police that was handling that operation? I met with them. They discussed possible targets that they was hitting. They advised me that 5 of my officers was among the group that was going to be targeted. They asked me questions on whereabouts. I gave them the information that was needed.
Okay, so you were not aware of this until the wee hours in the morning?
Right. Okay. I was aware of it about an hour before they started the operations. Okay. They gave me a quick brief in the field, and then the operations, they all started.
Well, I guess what can you tell me about the officers that were arrested today?
Those officers the rest probably deserve what they're finna get, or the punishment they duly deserve. When I came in September 1st, I told every officer in the troop meeting, if you're doing something wrong, or you considering doing something wrong, or you have been doing something wrong, I'll be the first to indict you. I'll be the first to put the needle in your arm.
So whenever you came in on September 1st, I guess you hadn't been in very long, I guess.
Right, a little over a month.
So are you pleased with the operations that happened today?
Yes, very ecstatic. However, that's not the end of them. I'm still doing some internal investigations right now. Some of those was not picked up out of the 5 that we have, so I'm still looking at other officers internally.
Now, is this a problem, a long-term problem that's been a part of the Helena West Helena Police Department?
I really can't say. I was here in 2006. I left in 2009 to take another chief job. I was at that job for 2 years, and then I was acquired with my skill set, I believe, to come and take this job because some of the crime was getting out of hand. When I got here, I spoke with Mayor Willis, and he laid it out and told me what some of the things that was going on and what he expected. Being a military-minded man like him and myself, you receive a mission, accept your orders, and you put them into effect.
So do you feel that these officers, did you have any, was there any knowledge that these guys might be involved in illegal activity?
Yeah, there was rumors. Several of the names of the 5 that was indicted. Some I was kind of in the dark on.
And how do you feel this is going to affect your police department as a whole?
I think it's going to affect my police department in a positive light because if you're doing something wrong, it's telling you I'm not finna uphold it. And if you're doing something wrong, you're putting your whole community in peril. And it's been going on for years before I got here, but I'm here to try to stop it. Some action that they missed this morning, I'm going to catch it. And this will probably be another interview with you.
How many patrol officers do you guys have that are patrolling the streets of Helena West Helena?
Any given day, 4 to 8.
So with 5 being arrested today, is that a hit to your department?
That's a little dent as far as manpower on certain shifts. But I do have a special crimes unit that I spent up recently since the 1st. They're going to cover those slacks areas, so we should be right on target. Plus, I'm still working my K9 piece in. So we should be okay. I have received information from the state police that if I need any assistance, they will be standing by to help me. But I'm positive that I can sustain with the force that I have. I still got 35 officers here on the ground.
Well, and what do you think, what would you like the public to know about Helena West Helena, obviously with this going down?
Hey, they can have all the confidence in the world in the chief of police in the Helena West Helena Police Department. If the police are corrupt, I'm going to get them. They're going to end up in jail.
Anything else you want to add that maybe I forgot to ask you?
Have a nice day.
Have you got photos of the officers?
Yes, you can actually visit our website, hwhpolice.com. All the officers are pictured on my website.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, and I guess while we're still talking about it, ask a couple more questions. Personally, as far as these guys, did you know them personally? Kind of what were they like?
The ones that was, most of them I inherited here. A couple I had knew from other agencies, Sheriff's Office, Mariana Neighborhood Police Department, Marvel. They were hard-working officers. How honest, to this point, I don't know, but they were hard-working. They were dependable as far as getting to work. I didn't see them personally treat any citizens wrong. A couple of them had a couple of complaints, but they was nothing major. Overall, I thought they was pretty fair as a policeman.
Mm-hmm. So when you got the call in the wee hours in the morning, were you surprised?
Not really. I was surprised that some of the folks after it revealed, now that surprised me. Right.
The 5th indictment, United States versus Rogers and others, contains 2 defendants. It's been assigned to Judge Miller for consideration. It charges Robert Rogers and Marlene Cobb with attempted racketeering in violation of the Hobbs Act, conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute a controlled substance, and money laundering. Mr. Rogers and Ms. Cobb are both police officers. United States versus Eaton, sixth indictment, charges Herman Eaton with attempted racketeering in violation of the Hobbs Act, conspiracy to possess with the intent to distribute a controlled substance, and money laundering. Mr. Eaton, as well, is a police officer. Seventh indictment, United States versus Robert Walls. Mr. Walls is charged with attempted racketeering in violation of the Hobbs Act, conspiracy to possess with intent to distribute a controlled substance, and money laundering. The fifth police officer charged is Winston Dean Jackson, who is charged in other indictments. As you can see from the 7 indictments that I have just talked about, the first phase of Operation Delta Blues has been focused on drug trafficking organizations in the Arkansas Delta, primarily in the Helena, West Helena area, including kilo level